Hey everyone, it's Thuan back again. Welcome to Thuan's podcast. It's great to reconnect with all of you. It's been a while since we last met. Actually, I know this reunion is entirely my initiative, and well, I know it's my fault. I know it's my fault for disappearing for too long. A few days ago, a listener who often tunes into my podcast messaged me, asking, "Hey Thuan, do you know what August 26th is?" I replied, "My birthday." And she said, "No, not your birthday, it's another day." I asked, "What is it? I don't know, honey." She then clarified, "That's the day you released your last podcast episode. Do you know how long it's been?" I was shocked, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's been almost 2 months since I released an episode." I just couldn't believe how fast time had flown. 2 months, that's 60 days, and I have no idea what I've been doing in those 60 days. It's like I read somewhere online that if you can't recall anything useful or meaningful you did last month, it means you're living a meaningless and useless life. Then I started wondering, what exactly have I been doing for the past 2 months? I was in a crisis, everyone. 2 months without anything new. I just couldn't believe myself. I don't know if I can pretend to be positive for this podcast episode. I don't think I can say things like, "Oh, thanks to COVID, I've had more time at home to connect with family, take care of myself, and learn new things." I don't think I can say those positive things right now, everyone, because I'm just so sick of myself. I'm so exhausted by COVID. These days, I'm at home, in my hometown. This social distancing makes me feel like I'm losing myself, everyone. I feel like I'm losing my versatility, my creativity, my uniqueness. And you know, right? People themselves never truly realize they're different or creative until others around them tell them, "Wow, you're so special. What you do is so creative." How else would they know the source of their uniqueness? We only truly recognize our differences when compared to someone else. And we only realize we're unusual when there's no standard to compare ourselves against, right? I'm just alone at home, and now I'm witnessing my own growth. But then again, I feel like I'm losing myself. Or, losing myself isn't quite right, but I've gotten lost somewhere. Being alone at home for so long, living within these four walls, breathing in and out my own air. And I feel like this air is permeated with my own scent. I'm utterly sick of my own scent, and I feel like I'm self-intoxicating everyone. Self-intoxication is the exact term. It means I've been with myself for so long, 24 hours a day, everything is just me, me, me. Who am I? What should I do? How should I do everything? All of it just exhausts me. I'm tired of confronting myself so much, only thinking about me, me, me. I'm experiencing an existential crisis. The term might sound a bit over the top or not quite that severe, but I'll use existential crisis for everyone to grasp the feeling better. I'm 20 years old this year, everyone. And you know, in Vietnam, when people turn 22, they graduate, and if they haven't found a job and a career to pursue, it means they're a failure. I've tried many times to reason with myself. No, it's not like that. You have your own path. And I have been trying to find that path. I've been drowning in my own thoughts, wondering if this is the right fit for me, what I should do, and so on. And I'm just stuck, everyone. Success only comes to those who truly crave it and genuinely deserve it, not to someone who just sits there wishing, "Oh, please give me success." That never happens, right? I'm falling behind, I'm stuck in place, and I don't truly understand myself right now. It all feels like I'm waiting for a little push, a blow, an attack that says, "Hey, why don't you step forward? Why don't you get up?" And I understand that feeling, right? It's like we humans only truly change when we realize we've lost all hope, when we're desperate. We have to move, we have to stand up and walk a different path. We have to get up and work when we're truly desperate, when something brings us pain. It's like, you have to change or you'll die. Honestly, I don't know how long I'll be like this. Spotify doesn't have a ranking chart anymore these days. Normally, my podcast was always in the top 50. I just assumed that after 2 months of not releasing anything, I'd probably be around the top 100 at most. I couldn't check on my phone. The other day, I asked my boyfriend to check on his laptop via a third-party site, and I was ranked 114, everyone. The last time I checked 2 months ago, I was at 31. And now it's dropped all the way to 114. That's a huge drop, really far away. I can't believe it, 114. And if I procrastinate my return to work any longer, I don't know how far I'll fall. They say this period of social distancing will determine who the real winners are. Winners will utilize this time while everyone else is slacking off. They'll read books, develop skills, and use the time to learn. Meanwhile, the rest, like me, will be lazy, lose themselves, and become self-intoxicated during this pandemic. Many people have started new podcast channels, challenging themselves or sharing their stories, especially as the podcast market is quite vibrant with many new participants. But I'm just here, standing still. So this might be a small defeat, as it's not a complete failure yet. But I know that during this pandemic, a normal person like me, and perhaps many of you, will more or less experience this self-intoxication. In such moments, you should definitely take a break to recharge or do something for yourself, rather than constantly working. However, you should set a time frame for your break, like 1 week or a certain number of days, instead of just drifting freely like me until you hit a wall and decide to turn back. Now I'm scrambling to swim back through this pile of work to find what I've lost. I hope none of you end up like me. I hope you don't experience this self-intoxication like I did. I know everyone hates COVID, but we have to learn to accept it, everyone. When we can't change the problem, we must change ourselves to adapt to it. I'm learning to adapt again. And for anyone out there listening to this podcast who feels lost, disoriented, or self-intoxicated like me, then what? Then maybe this podcast will help you get back on track in some way. I'm also lucky because I have tangible things to measure my failures. Measuring failures sounds harsh, everyone. I have the Spotify ranking chart to see how many places I've dropped. I also have tools on my Facebook page that show statistics like how my page developed this month, with graphs that go up or down. You know those graphs that show growth going up and stagnation going down? I check the graphs for Spotify and my page, and they're like a blue line going up and a red line going down, and mine is a deep, dark red line, everyone. It's a red line plunging as if into an abyss. Last month, it was just a slightly downward red line, but this month, it's a red line that looks like a death-seeking line, like a line descending into hell. A deep red line falling into the abyss. And I think if I don't get back to work now, I'll never succeed. I'm luckier than others because I have tangible things to see my failures, my decline in rank. And I know not everyone has such tangible metrics, but one thing is certain. If we don't keep moving forward, 100% we will fall behind. Even if you don't fall behind, if you just stand still, there will be others running while you rest. We will be the ones left behind if we don't keep stepping forward. And I hope all of you who are listening to my podcast will be more diligent than me, live more positively than me, and definitely be more successful than me, everyone. Don't be like me, tired of myself. But hey, better late than never to come back, right? I'm starting to get my body moving again to enter a new cycle. I think, looking at it from a positive perspective, it's like my career path. Career might be a strong word, but let's use it for simplicity. My career circle is like a sine wave graph. You know the wave graph? It has its peak and it also has its trough. From the trough, you can always rise to the peak. So I think I'm currently hovering at 0. If I accelerate now, maybe I can get back to my old heights. I'm trying, and I hope you all do the same. If you're doing great, keep it up, everyone. Please keep going. I'll try my best, and thank you all as well. Have a wonderful COVID holiday period, and thank you everyone for listening to my podcast. Goodbye and see you next time.